Previously on Knight's Quest, Saoirse and Zataar were tasked to find Silene's stolen Tahanine supplies inside the DePiedes manor. In order to get these supplies, they were recruited by DePiedes to get rid of Silene herself. After defeating Zampa and his goons with the help of Chor and Ticket, they're finally face to face with the Red Cutlass herself. It is time for all the pieces to finally fall into place. So tell your mom you love her, and your daddy too, because it's time for another adventure here on Knight's Quest.
Have you ever wanted to go outside, but you just don't? Hi, and we have, and it's great, and you should just do it, and have fun, cause that's what we're doing, and, tell your family about it, I think, cause they can, be there, and, I love you. So call now.
Hi, I'm the nameless one, and I'm here to tell you about going outside.
Yeah. Go outside. It's out there.
Hi, I'm insert pause here, and I'm here to tell you about leaving inside. You should. You should.
You should?
You should.
I'm the title that must not be spoken aloud, and I'm here to tell you about going outside.
I'm here as the legal counsel and representative of the outside, and we would just really like it if you would just come hang out every now and then.
Hi, I'm outside. Not like in the location. I am it. I am outside. That's me. Come to me.
Hi, I'm outside. That's not my name. I'm just out here too.
No, I am outside, and he's here with me. You should too. Outside.
Hi, I'm inside. I don't care. Whatever.
Hi, don't listen to that guy. He's not outside like we are.
Hi, I'm Nathan, and I'm one of the hosts of Knight's Quest. And welcome to Knight's Quest.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
You can listen to Knight's Quest inside or outside.
I've done both. Can confirm.
I think I've done both as well. Mostly inside, though. Mostly inside. Something. Like a car, a house, a work establishment. Let us know. Are you an outside or inside Knight's Quest listener?
I'm Knight's Quest, and I happen outside mostly, but kind of wherever you are is where Knight's Quest happens.
Knight's Quest. I'm high. Yeah.
Mom, that's a joke. We're not high.
Knight's Quest. I'm high outside.
This is quickly becoming like YouTube video editing meme status.
Yes, it is. That's pretty good.
YouTube poop. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Welcome back. We are
inside.
Okay, hold on. Yes, the three of us are inside. Jake, Jamie, and Nathan are inside.
Right.
But our characters right now are outside. But they're inside some trouble. Oh, they're in some trouble. Is that the theme of this episode, Inside Outside?
I guess. I mean,
the running joke for the next couple minutes.
If we can find a way to keep it funny.
Just keep shoehorning that in.
If we don't.
Keep shoehorning the joke inside the episode.
Yeah.
I already ruined it. Like that. I feel like that already was too much.
Okay, Nathan, you're not allowed to be a part of this.
Okay.
Hi, I'm ruining the joke.
Hi, I'm Jake. Nathan is outside this joke right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll focus on the plot and the story and the characters, and you guys focus on this bit.
Perfect.
For the next hour.
Cool.
I'll be sure to forget about it immediately, yeah. That's my plan.
Except for at the end. We'll remember right at the end of the episode, and that'll be
probably.
Funny. Yeah.
Hi.
As tends to be.
Just hi.
Just hi.
You know what? That's how we return into the scene. We have Zataar and Saoirse and Chor and Ticket, and Sailene has arrived.
Yeah.
And Chor says, "Hi, I'm Chor.
I'm outside.
You must be Sailene, right?" Aye. And I think she kind of like sees Chor and Ticket and like smiles, but then just like walks back to closer to Saoirse and Zataar specifically, and she says, "So, did you find it?" And she kind of looks and sees a lack of things.
Yeah. Well, about that,
Well, no. We did, to be clear, we did find it. It's inside.
Aye.
And we're outside.
Okay.
I have a proposition for you.
A preposition. I think we already had a preposition settled between us. You would go and
a preposition
get my things back, and
a preposition is something else. No, what I am proposing is that in order to help you get your things back so that you can help us, I would like to help you help us help you help us.
Aye.
Dito has asked that we take care of the red cutlass, and so how would you like to get out of here scot-free on a boat, just away from the giant's foot, and we'll get at least some of your things, I think.
Sailene is stunned. She kind of like genuinely like she pauses, like she does like the shakes her head thing. She's like, "Hold on, we need to back up a little here. You spoke with Dito?
Oh yeah, yes, we had dinner together.
And you're doing a favor for Dito?
Yes,
DePiedes, the one who took my things.
Yes,
and he's asked you to take care of me, the one you're supposed to be working for, and you're going to do it."
Now, listen, I can understand how this might
By
seem...
asking me to run away from my own home, where I was born and raised and have established a business and an enterprise with none of my things.
No, I did say we would get your things.
Oh, okay. And how are you going to do that?
By telling
You're
him
going to ask Dito nicely?
Well, kind of, yes. We will tell him that we took care of you and that you won't be a problem anymore, and then he'll give us some of your stuff.
Some of my stuff.
Yes.
Not all of my stuff.
I tried to swing it for all of it, and he didn't go for it.
Oh, unfortunate that the mob boss didn't want to give up all his treasures. Aye. Well, and so your plan is then for me to go on your ship?
Yes?
With him as captain? And she says that to, like, Saoirse, pointedly.
Aye. Sailene, the alternative is war, with not just the DePiedes, but with Trench. If ye stay here, you're a marked woman. You don't just have a target on ye, ye are the target. The reason I wanted to take this deal is because I don't want the most powerful factions on all of the Giant's Foot to try to destroy ye, personally.
I will have you make a roll in a second, but just to keep the story going, she goes, "Oh, so you're so concerned about me now, are you, Saoirse? It was fine leaving me here, all alone, so you could go continue to do your fun adventures and leave me behind, and you go along with that murderer of a captain of yours and leave me here. But now you care. Now you care after all these years. Now you're worried because you see that I've gotten myself in a tough situation. Well, I've been in a tough situation this whole time, and I've been just fine. You caught me on a bad day. I'll give you that. But no Razor Gator had beat me. No DePiedes had beat me. They had taken my stuff. They locked me away. Aye, but I'm still here. And so you're gonna come in, you're gonna save the day once again. Good old Saoirse, saving the day.
I don't know what's going on here, but from the tone of the conversation, I am sensing that maybe this is not going great. So let me float something else by you. We don't have to do it exactly the way that we said we would. I am just telling you what I know. I am telling you what I told Dito. I'm telling you what he told me. You're now all caught up. Do you have any ideas? Because I thought that it was pretty cut and dry, and it would be very easy for everyone, but apparently I was wrong.
All right. Here's where we're at. You have both pitched your persuading or camaraderie pitches.
Yeah.
I think I want one roll right now. Either a camaraderie from Saoirse, because that was definitely the ploy you were going.
Okay.
A boost because of your history, and a boost because of Zataar. Or, Zataar, you can make a persuasion roll, and a boost because of Saoirse, but no extra boost for you. The difficulty will be the same for both of you. And if you fail, I will allow the other person to make a roll after we talk some more.
I like the camaraderie roll because I think probably Silene's going to care more about what Saoirse has to say than Zataar.
Difficulty is going to be a 3.
Okay.
With a setback, because I do think the way you guys delivered it was, while semi-convincing, maybe not the most tactful.
Camaraderie. Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a failure and one advantage.
All right. So, plain and simple, the failure. You have not convinced her to go on this plan.
Could the boost have something to do with this, the other bit of info we haven't gotten to yet, which is that the rest of the stuff is being sent to Trench's ship?
Zataar kind of jumps in and says, well, okay, so the deal that we were given, yes, we would only be getting like a tiny bit of your stuff, but I do know where your stuff is going to be.
Aye.
If we wanted to grab that on the way to the dock.
You're proposing. You go and tell Dito that old Red Cutlass is no longer an issue.
Yes.
You get whatever you want. And then, before we leave town, we make sure all me stuff gets back on the Kaiserion, and we uproot my whole organization to somewhere else.
Yes.
I'll let you make another roll now.
Okay.
This should probably be Zataar, yeah.
So, beforehand, it was camaraderie, right? Out of goodwill, out of friendship. But now this one's more of like, hey, listen, here are the facts. Here's the situation. We can get all your stuff. It's not an issue. Persuasion. Same difficulty, and you'll still get one boost.
Okay, one boost.
On it.
Oh, okay. It's a success with disadvantage.
Hey.
Okay. Silene, who, she listened to Saoirse and kind of blown it off. Kind of, the emotions got into it. But as Zataar starts talking, you can see she's kind of switched from her, like, emotions to, like, her rations. Rationale. Her rations, her food.
Her irrational mind.
Yeah, she starts kind of chewing what you're saying, and you see she's still holding her cutlass, and she's kind of like spinning it in her hand as she's thinking, and she's biting her lower lip. Saoirse, something you've seen her do dozens of times before.
Can Saoirse respond to the last thing she said, even though we've moved on a bit?
Yeah.
She looks upset, but she tries to, like, calm herself a little bit and, like, speak clearly without snapping. And she says, "It's already been uprooted. It's too late. All we can do now is trying to find a way to make sure that you survive."
Silene thinks this over. Genuinely, you can tell her internal cogs are turning, and she says, I've been trying to deny it. I've been here a while. Well, this is my stomping grounds.
I get it.
Where, thank you. It's where I got picked up to join our old crew. It's where I got picked up to join our old crew, and that's why I had you bring me back here all those years ago, Saoirse. And I really wanted to make it work, but you're right, it's over. There ain't no organization. I ain't got no one left. All the people who worked with me have either left me or been killed. It's the only place left for me to go. He's back into the seas. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll go on your ship, but I ain't going on that crew, not with him. Not with him. But I can be a passenger with some cargo, and we gotta get all my stuff. I ain't settling with a portion. I ain't letting Dito win this. And so here's my condition, my stipulation. We get all my stuff back, and we need to make sure that Dito or Trench himself takes some kind of a fall from this. Maybe we burn down that manor of his. Maybe we turn the DePiedes against Trench. I don't know. All I'm saying is a blaze of chaos. Get away in the smoke.
Oh no. Oh no, she said the thing.
And she smiles as she says it.
Well, okay, so great. This sounds doable and very amicable for everyone, I think. Can anyone think of any reasons why we could not oblige?
Hey, hi, Chor here. What?
Anyone else?
And Saoirse says, I could only think of one reason, and he's particularly tall and hot-tempered and not always the most willing to listen when the plans change. But the plans have changed. And if we need to convince him, we'll convince him. And I think she looks at Silene and she says, you've got a deal.
Wonderful. So, what's the timeline then? Are you gonna off me now? Or do we wait till the morning?
I don't understand. We're not going to kill you. What?
No, I'm saying, do you go tell Dito that I'm dead now?
Oh, that makes more sense. Now I see. Yeah, you were speaking figuratively.
Is there anything that you have on your person, like a calling card or something significant and unique to you that I could take as, like, proof that we killed you?
She pauses and chews her lips and spins her red cutlass in her hand.
I can't think of anything.
And looks at her red cutlass. I suppose there is one thing.
Zataar thinks for a second, and he gets kind of a sly grin, and he says, Chor, Ticket, come over here for a second. I think I might have a solution to all of our problems.
We cut back to the DePiedes Manor as Zataar and Saoirse walk up to the front gate wielding a red cutlass in their hands.
How are we going to convince him to let us keep the weapon?
Well, technically he never told us that we had to bring him anything or what, so I'd say that we could say that this is our trophy. This is proof for him, sure, but we won this.
Aye.
Now, gentlemen, I'm going to make a dice roll to determine who is at the gate. It's our force die.
I hope it's Gianni.
If it's a good dice, Gianni. If it's a bad symbol,
Zampa.
it's Zampa. We'll see. Do we have an obstacle, or do we have a friend?
Good lord.
You walk up to the gate, and you see, guarding the gate is still washing the ash from his face. Zampa DePiedes is on guard duty. Well. You couldn't take you couldn't stop the fight. You wanted more fight. What do you want?
Don't you have anything else to do tonight besides give us a hard time?
I'm supposed to watch this gate, make sure no one comes in. We all take shifts.
Okay, well, instead of that, can you let us in, please? We have business with Dito.
Oh, you got business with Dito. Why should I let you in? I know you're lying.
No.
Saoirse draws the sword, like the sword that's literally proof that we took care of their greatest competitor, yeah.
Oh, I think Zampa is surprised. He's like, I think he kind of gives you like a uncertain what's going on glare. He's like, all right. But he knows that this is what Dito wanted, so he opens the gate and says, all right. Yeah, why don't I escort you myself to the Don? Don't want you to get lost.
Do you have to?
I'm trying to be more courteous, right, for our guests.
Of course.
Okay.
If you want him to try to leave, you can try to do a roll. Otherwise, he's gonna guide you to the...
No, I genuinely think that Zataar doesn't care whether he comes or not. It's more so of a, do we have to spend any more time with this unsavory person than possible?
Right. I think Zampa leads you back into the manor. You've been here before, through the front door, through the internal courtyard, into the feast hall, and which has all been cleaned up. I think the goons are sitting in the feast hall though, eating the desserts that they and the striganoli that they
had. The sprigatoli.
The sprigatoli. Excuse me. They're now inside and they're eating the sprigatoli.
I forgot how soon after that other scene this is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys had a conversation, and so they're here. So they're still, some of them are still beat up, but definitely not as bad as you guys. I mean, you look rough. And they definitely glare at you as, like, I think they all, like, kind of get, like, they sit up when they see you enter, but they see that you're being escorted by Zampa, and he kind of gives them, like, a easy kind of, like, look. Hey. He says, they're here to see Tito. They, apparently took out the red cutlass. And what, in that short of a time? I know, right after we beat them up, they take out the red cutlass. It's crazy. They're efficient. Anyway, I'm sure the Don will be pleased. So he leads you to the office. And he says, I hope you have a pleasant time.
Yes, I hope you have a less eventful night.
Thanks. And he steps to the side of the door, but he's clearly, like, gonna be at the side of the door while y'all are in there.
Okay.
Yep. Saoirse carefully nods at Zampa and then strides inside.
You enter into Dito's office. He is still seated at his desk. You can see he was writing something. He's got, one letter in one hand he's kind of reading, and then another one that he's, kind of filling out. And he looks up and he goes, Well. Look what we have here, my two good bro-drink friends. Welcome back. I'm assuming you must be here because you need some more information to finish a task. Please have a seat. What do you need to know?
It's really occurring to me that we should have specifically taken more time before we showed up here.
Actually, Mr. Tito, funny thing. We ran into the red cutlass, almost tripped over each other, actually. Very, very soon after we left. And, so we thought, what a divine, omen. And, we took care of it. So it's done.
And you reveal the cutlass, I'm assuming?
Yes. Yep. When he says, it's done, Saoirse holds up the cutlass.
Spirits above and depths below, you are efficient. I mean, if my boys were as good as you, this town would be spotless. There'd be nothing left. Although I do need speaking of my boys, my son Zampa, he was causing trouble at the dinner, you recall. He came into me. Actually, right before you guys came in here, after you left. He came in, he said, Father, I have some concerns. I'm like, my son, tell me your concerns. I am your father. I like to hear what you have to say. And he says, Father, I don't trust these bro-drings. And he knows bro-drings. He knows them better than me. I gotta admit, I'm not the best at knowing the bro-drings, but he does. And so I listen. He says he doesn't believe you. He doesn't trust you. Now, that's a big claim. Right? Big claim. And understand, he was quite upset during dinner. Now, the way he acted, that was offensive. I'm not going to defend that, but he's my son. I gotta listen to my son, And you see Tito kind of goes from, like a playful conversation. He leans forward, hands together on his desk, and he says, So I take what he says seriously. Now, he has no evidence. He has no real claims, but he's got a good gut, that boy. I could tell he'd been a little roughed up. Looks like you have too. Now, he didn't say what went down. I didn't ask. He just said, Father, don't trust these bro-drings. They're lying to yous. So here's what I'm gonna do. I like what you've done. I've liked how we've worked together. I like that everything has been above board. So I'm gonna ask you one more time. And if you tell me the truth, hey, let's have another feast right now. This is good business. But if you lie to me, it's gonna be the last thing you ever do. So tell me, are you telling me the truth?
Mr. Tito, we have enjoyed your hospitality tonight, and I hope that we have not insulted you in any way by our actions or our behavior while under your roof. I don't know if you are ever going to fully trust us. We are both in lines of work that skirt around the barriers and gray areas of society. I think a bit of mistrust amongst entrepreneurs is healthy.
roll persuasion.
I love that. Yeah.
I can do that.
What is your persuasion stat, by the way?
3 greens and a yellow.
Love that.
Okay. I think it's just 2 purples and a red.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because this isn't an impossible challenge. This is just a hard challenge.
It's just a success.
Hey!
Everything else cancels out.
Dito, hands clenched on the desk, serious face upon him, stone face. A little smile creeps up on one of his lips and he says, what can I say? You're good with your words. You've done what I've asked. How you did it, why you did it, what you're doing outside these walls, you know why that ain't my business. We're business partners. I give you a deal, you come through. That's all I need to know. I ain't gonna pry. As long as it's above the boards, I don't need to pry the boards. You know what I'm saying?
Above the birds?
Above the boards. The boards, you know, like the ship. The wooden boards. So a deal's a deal.
Yeah.
You've come through, and hey, in the nick of time too. I didn't think it could be done. He holds up the letter in his hand, kind of shakes it, and goes, I just got word that a good Captain Trench will be coming into port real soon. So we was starting to load up all those goodies. So I just got to get some of my boys to take it to the docks, and
Well,
they'll be off our hands.
we are heading that direction anyway. We are going back to the dock to get to our ship. Perhaps we can be of assistance one last time before we part ways.
I think Tito kind of like pauses, and he's gonna have to think on this one. He's like, you saying you wanna escort all my fine shipments, all these goods and wares, all the way to the docks?
Yes.
Like little delivery boys? Roll a persuasion. Again.
I know how to do that.
Same difficulty at a setback. I do think he's confused by this one.
Could I add in the bit that we mentioned before?
Sure.
Saoirse says, well, you'll remember the terms of our agreement involved taking our pick of the choicest trinket, as it were, from the Red Cutlass's treasures to be plundered, one might say. And escorting the goods to the docks would give us a chance to, well, find what we're looking for, while safeguarding the rest, of course. I was hoping that would take away the setback, or it give a boost or something.
Okay. Yep, I see what you're saying. We can add a boost.
Yes!
We can add a boost.
There it is.
You're helping. You're helping.
There it is.
It is a failure with 2 advantages. Sorry, 3 advantages.
Oh.
So you fail in saying that you're going to do the escorting.
Yeah.
He says, no, I couldn't ask you to do such a thing. It's unseemly. Plus, I don't think that the Swamp Ox would let anyone else steer him. They're really fond of Gianni. You know, Gianni, he's just got to go to hand on it. But, maybe they could use a couple extra hands doing the loading in and the loading out. So,
Okay.
if you want to tag along while Gianni drives and you guys sit in the back, find what you're looking for. Because again, I'm a man of my word. You gotta get your payment. I understand. You gotta get what your dude. So, Johnny drives and you sit in the back. You can help him out with the loading and unloading. He'll give you a ride back to your ship along the way. It seems like a pretty good deal.
It's a great deal.
Couldn't agree more myself.
I'll say that that's 2 of the advantages. And the third one is, and you know what? He points to the cutlass. You can keep it.
Oh, thank you.
As a token of our goodwill towards you.
Much obliged.
Well, I guess if that's all that needs to be said, you want to start helping us? You want to go grab Johnny right now, and we can start loading everything up.
Is he nearby?
Yeah, I think he's probably out in the courtyard.
Oh, okay. And Zataar is going to open the door to Dito's office, but he's going to open it really hard and fast without checking to see who's on the other side, knowing that Zampa's out there.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, you slam it into Zampa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
He was definitely right outside the door.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize. I didn't know you were going to be standing right outside the door. I thought maybe off to the side or a little ways away.
My face. it was just got the burns. Now
listen,
the door slammed it. It's so sensitive.
Oh, it do sound painful. You should get some...
I feel terrible about this, but I do have something actually important to go do. So I'm going to go do that.
I think the goons have, like, rushed over. They're like, hey, boys, what's going on? And Zataar just struts out, smiling.
Incredible.
Okay, you're able to grab Gianni.
Okay.
We'll just cut to it. And you go back to Dito's office, and Dito is like, okay, good, you're here. Let's, Johnny, can you go bring the swamp bucks round back and,
grab the truck.
let's start unloading the goods. Yeah, grab the truck, which it is canonically called, as we established in the Patreon episode. It's called the truck.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the little details in the bonus content. You never know what is going to be relevant. You never know. And so Dito, he stands up and he turns around to the big painting that was behind him of his father that was standing, it's 10-foot tall painting.
Yeah.
He, kisses his fingers and touches it up to the painting. He's like, you'll be proud, pups, making this city ours one day at a time. And he grabs the painting and pulls it out, revealing that it is a big door.
I knew it.
The giant frame painting is a door, and there's a secret room behind.
Secret painting room.
Mm-hmm. All of the confiscated goods are back there, and you see, indeed, it is quite a treasure trove. I mean, there are assortments of weapons. You see crates and barrels. Some of them you can tell are full of like valuable like food goods, like maybe rare treats or luxuries or like seasonings.
Yeah.
You can see that there's definitely like one that's a treasure chest. There's definitely like shiny things in there.
Classic treasure chest.
Yeah, with the golden frame on it. It's just, it's
basic
nice.
Pirate treasure chest.
It's the shape and everything.
Couple of burlap sacks, and there's even some like objects that look like they're like runed, like objects covered in runes. Of maybe similar value to Ticket's Gauntlet. You're not quite sure, right? You guys aren't rune experts, but they look like they could be. Again, there's a range of things here. A lot of it is concealed though within boxes and bags. And so at this quick glance, Saoirse, you don't see, the tunning supplies, just a quick glance, but you know that it wouldn't be a large, there it is, the thing. It would probably be within one of these bags or whatnot.
So do you guys have like a cart or something, or are we bringing things one by one to the wagon, or how is this going to work?
We could just say you bring it all to the wagon.
Okay.
Unless you do something within that process as part of your plan.
I don't
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So you load up the cart. I imagined it's like a wooden cart with a covered portion, kind of like the Oregon Trail, wagons kind of thing.
I think Conestoga is the name of them.
The what now?
I'm pretty sure Conestoga is the name of the covered wagons.
Oh.
Can we double check that?
I'm not going to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it's right.
I'm not going to fact check that.
Sometimes a medium-sized variation of the Conestoga would be used by families traveling the Oregon Trail.
Oh.
Here we go, Conestoga. So you load it up, you take all the...
Wow, that's super interesting. Anyway.
And then it's there and you do it.
Yeah, you take all the stuff from inside and you bring it outside.
Yeah.
And you load up the wagon. Thanks.
Oh, boy.
And Johnny's like, hey, it's good to see you guys again. Man, you guys, you're something special. I gotta say, I never met Brodrings who are just like, hey, let's help do all the things. real treats. It's a shame. Brodrings don't stick around too long. And he hops into the front where the swamp ox is. And let me describe the swamp ox for those who haven't met them before. Picture, a large ox, but its fur is long and droopy and gnarled and green, as moss has grown all over it.
Yeah.
It's got two large horns that a normal bull would have, but it's also got a third one, like a triceratops.
Ooh, okay.
It's also got a big hump for shoulders, kind of like a American buffalo. Yeah, it's just kind of larger in the front, like it's almost like front heavy. That's where all the mass is. It is a big beast, big fella, and it's just one of them is able to quite heartily pull this wagon as it starts to leave the manor. Do you guys sit in the back of the wagon, or do you sit up in the front by Gianni?
I think we probably sit up in the front. If it's as much as you kind of described it as, I don't know if there's going to be much room back there for us.
I would say based off all this stuff, there is room for one of you to sit back there comfortably. Two of you, it would be tight.
Okay.
I would like to sit with Johnny.
Then I guess Zataar will sit in the back. Okay. Zataar is like furiously looking for fruit amongst all of this.
Perfect.
And now, what I love about this, too, is you guys specifically wanted to be in this cart to find the tanning supplies, which Zataar has no idea what they look like.
Yep.
And he's the one in the back.
Yeah, believe me, that crossed my mind.
Is that something where, like, Johnny says, hey, does anyone want to sit up front? And Zataar's about to say, oh yeah, I'll be the one. And Saoirse's like, aye, let me. And Zataar's like,
So now that you've said that, I'm guessing there's no way you're going to let me say, hey, actually, I've changed my mind.
Correct. Yeah, it's too late. Saoirse was not thinking. She's in the front now. And if it comes to her while they're mid-travel, comes to her while they're mid-travel. Yeah.
She has a lot on her mind. She's been through a hard day. She wasn't thinking.
It has been a hard day.
It's been a hard day for all of us.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I think that's the conversation Johnny starts while they, up with you guys while they leave. He's like, hey, looks like you guys got in quite a scrape. That red cutlass must have given you a lot of trouble.
Oh, yes, the red cutlass. Yeah, you should have seen the other guy. Haha.
A formidable foe, to be sure.
Okay, so instead of just having a conversation with Johnny this whole ride, I'm going to ask you, what do you do on the trip from the manor in the heel all the way through the swamps of the soul to the docks at the toes, where you're going to be brought to not your ship unless you do something different?
Zataar's like going through everything in the back of the wagon, trying to find something that he thinks might be tanning supplies, but he has absolutely no frame of reference for what kind of substance or material or object or creature he's looking for. He's just opening boxes, and like every so often he'll be like, and then he'll go on to the next one.
I'll let you decide. Give me a searching roll or a ratiocination roll. The searching will be to find something. Ratiocination is to figure out if this is the tanning supplies. I'll let you pick which one you want to do.
I'll do a Rasamashatasha.
Okay. The difficulty is going to be a 3.
Okay. Well, that's a failure with a disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a couple things going on. One, it's dark, right? It is nighttime, and you're in a covered wagon, in a dark space, so you're just having trouble just seeing in general, what you're even looking at. I'm going to say, the disadvantage is going to be, we just straight up say, you will not be able to find it in the wagon because of how packed it is. Like, there's so much stuff on top of each other, and there's not a lot of room to move, and it's so dark that you cannot find what you're looking for without changing the situation. Like, you would need to bring in light, you need to unload everything, so you couldn't just find it right now by snooping.
Right.
I think Zataar, as he's searching around, he realizes that, right? It was a ratiocination, so you're thinking, and you realize, yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it right now.
Yeah, no.
Saoirse, what is she doing just in the meantime? Johnny's in a chatty mood.
Yeah. Maybe she asks Johnny,
So this trench that we're bringing the supplies to, he's at the docks at the moment, is that correct?
I don't know if he's there right now. Dado got a letter. Usually he sends letters ahead of himself. He's got some messenger buds he sends to zoom in, lets us know he's on his way, so that way we can be there to greet him. He likes that kind of thing, he likes being greeted, he likes the formality of it. He's a important dude. I mean, he points up to the castle on top of the ankle.
Yeah.
He says, that's where he stays, so he's kind of a big deal around here. So he might be there when we get there. We might get there early. That's ideally. We get there early. But you never know. Sometimes the birds get slowed down by the weather, and we're not able to beat them there as much as we'd like.
But we may know his ship when we see it.
Oh, yeah. You'll know it. It's a beautiful vessel. Beautiful. Top tier. It's big. It's a big one, too.
I think Saoirse nods at that, and she gives a careful smile as she's looking up at the night sky as everyone's planning out what they're going to do next the DePiedes, of course, but also Saoirse and Zataar, as well as all of the other characters who are going to be at the docks. And she says, "Aye, 'tis a bit of bordering wisdom that comes to mind. You'll know your opportunity when you see it."
So as they turn the ox bend and leave the heel and enter into swampy area of the soul with the looming castle to the left, the mountains to the right, and the thunderous spirit war behind them, we switch now briefly. We're going to touch base on Ticket and Chor, who are also going a similar direction with the Red Cutlass. Their mission: get her to the Kaiserion unnoticed. So what do we think we need to do? I think there's probably some kind of a sneaky roll, would be my guess, between Chor and Ticket.
Probably.
Chor has a 2 in sneaky. What's Ticket's?
3 with a check mark. Oh my god, why did we give her that? That's awesome.
Because she snuck onto the ship right away.
Yes, that's a good point.
Let's have Ticket roll sneaky.
It's an excellent point. Oh my goodness.
Difficulty, I'm going to say 2. Setback just because they don't know the area.
Ooh, okay. I don't suppose I get any boosts for free.
I'll give you a boost because Silene is, I think, sneaky.
Also sneaky.
Chor would not give you a boost on sneaky. That's not a skill of his.
Okay. Oh, the successes and failures canceled out, which means that's a failure.
Oh.
With 4 advantages?
Can't catch a break in this town.
4 advantages.
4 advantages, yeah. Goodness.
Okay.
I don't like when Nathan laughs like that.
So the failure is they can't sneak onto the ship.
Yeah, the failure is they do not make it from the heel to the ship unnoticed.
Oh, Lord.
So here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Chor and Ticket. Get Silene, they do a cartoonish thing with, they throw a cloak over her, and they're able to get out of the heel. They also go around the ox bend a little earlier than the others because, they just left right away. But when they get to the soul, the swampier area of the Giant's Foot is when things start to get a little bit more complex. There's more paths, and it's dark, and the only light are these kind of like string globe lights that are between the trees, but also the giant ones strung between the mountains above this valley. And so they begin to meander. They begin to wander, and they're not able to get back to the docks, right? They don't find their way there. However, 4 advantages. They do find their way somewhere else. They start to recognize the location a little bit more. Oh, no. Things look a little more familiar, and they find themselves back at the supermarket.
Okay.
And it is evening, and the supermarket is popping off. This is when it is busy.
Oh, no.
It's late at night. And the music has changed. Before it was like a nice, cozy restaurant, but now it's almost like a twangy country tune as there's just like a party. They can hear a ruckus of people laughing and singing from inside. It is the brightest building that they had seen so far, illuminated and noisy. And so I think that's 2 advantages, maybe even 3. You are doing well. You have found this friendly location.
Is that entirely a good thing if we're still trying to keep an entire person hidden, though?
Yes. You failed, so you are found. And so I think that's part of the issue, is that maybe you walk by and you're like, do we go in? Do we not go in? And who else? But Billy, Billy, steps out and he goes, well. Looks like you were hungry for some more. You didn't have enough earlier. You got
catch any of that. It peeked out the mic, and I heard, well. Looks like.
I'll say it again in case it truly was unreadable. Well. Looks like you're hungry for some dinner.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get yourself some more wangs here in the supermarket. The best food this side of the soul. Get yourself some real soul food. Chor and Ticket, was it right?
Hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy, Willie. Please. Come with B-dubs.
Okay, B-dubs.
Hey, B-dubs.
I don't know what would Ticket say to him right now.
You want your food, and I won't take no as an answer.
Sure. Food sounds great. She just panic accepts the kind invite, yeah.
Chor's like, well, we're kind of on a, we gotta get going. She's like, no, please. I already got some new tables. I made them fresh. Quick, brand new table. You know what? I have some other people sitting there, but we can have them scoot off. We can have y'all sit there. I think it'll be fine.
Does he see the person covered up in a cartoonish cloak next to us?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
He just
He's
doesn't care.
Bring a friend, come on. Bring a friend.
This is amazing. I mean, I guess we sit down?
I will give you this, though, as we close the episode.
Okay.
Because you did fail.
Yeah.
Right? And you got spotted.
We did.
And I'm not having B-dubs. That's not what the failure is. You get found by B-dubs.
Right.
I think your other two advantages is that you walk into the supermarket, and again, it smells great. It sounds festive. This is a happy place. It is packed. It is a crowd in here. Like, you have to kind of like, B-dubs kind of has to like push his way through. But Chor, even though the ticket rolled it, your group, Chor, he's a scoper. He's good at seeing things.
His scoping stance.
And he looks around the crowd, and because that's just what he does. He's always on the alert, always on the observant.
What level stance?
He was level 1, but when they enter, you see he kind of straightens up, kind of gets almost like a meerkat stands up, and
yeah.
Looks around, goes to level 2, yeah, and he goes, ticket. I think we might need to get our dinner to go.
Okay. How come?
It looks like some of our old friends
Stop! No!
have also decided to come and grab a bite to eat.
No! Is it?
And he's like, I think we might need to take some of the heat outside.
Oh no.
Topics here.
Oh no!
Thank you for listening to Night's Quest. If you want to learn more about the origins of the truck and the swamp box and even more content of the Night's Quest, then head to kqpodcast.com, click that Patreon button. We're so grateful for all of our patron support, especially our Triumph tier patrons. Lo long may he reign, those dang halves again, Mike and Reagan, the canon deity of riches. Next episode's coming out on December 22nd, and that will be the Giant's Foot arc finale. So get excited for that one, and we'll see you then. Hi, I'm Chor.
I'm outside.
You must be... We're outside. I'm Chor. I keep doing his voice wrong. I keep going into Grorg voice. It's not. It is more like this.
Yeah.
It is higher. Hey, I'm Chor. Let me take that line again. Hi, I'm Chor. You must be Saoirse.
Please keep all of that in.
You must
Please
be
keep all of
Saoirse.
that in.